Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Indigo Lightworker Tarot. Hi Aries, how are all you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I send you the good energy. I hope wherever you are in the world, things are going well for you. If you wouldn't mind, Aries, would you like and subscribe to the channel? It really helps me out and it helps me to be more in tune with you and your energy and the person on your mind's energy. So I pulled your past energy and I got breakthrough. So some of you in the past, you broke through some type of limitations, some type of self-limiting beliefs. Possibly you overcame something that you were struggling with, and possibly you were able to come to terms with something in some type of way. All right, but you were able to overcome obstacles and move beyond limitations, embracing new growth. So I feel like a lot of you have overcome a lot and you are moving in a direction that is good for you. Your current energy, Spirit gave me a lot of cards. Okay, I got awakening, realize your growth, and change and embrace awakening. So a lot of you are transforming your current energy and you're holding true to the vision you have for yourself. So I feel like you have reached new heights in your life. You are looking to the future with foresight and making wise choices. Possibly a lot of you are setting a goal for yourself because you have a vision for your life. So you're setting goals, and possibly a lot of you have come into some type of wisdom, and you're using that wisdom to create within you an awakening and a vision and goals for yourself. You've accumulated wisdom and experience through continuous learning. So your current energy is learning. So just continue to learn, continue to grow, set those goals for yourself. If you set a goal for yourself, it'll really keep you focused. Goals help us remain focused. So if you haven't, or you could set a goal for yourself, and that will help you hold true to the vision that you have for your life or where you want to be. Okay, now your future energy is potential. Unleash your inner potential and transcend self-limitations. So I feel like something's just under the surface. Something is brewing, something is growing, and something's going to spring forth to life within you or within the circumstances for you. You're creating something and it's going to pay off upcoming. You're laying the groundwork and something's going to come of it upcoming is what I'm getting. So you're going to start to reap benefits from your hard work in the future. Now, what could be blocking you is the road. Now, this is my journey deck. All right, so in the road card captures the essence of life's odyssey, depicting a winding path that twists and turns through foreboding, untamed terrain. This potent image symbolizes the artist's yet rewarding journey we must all undertake, a voyage rife with obstacles and uncertainty, but ultimately leading to immense growth, wisdom, and deeper connection to our most authentic selves. Okay, so it speaks of navigating one's path with its inherent challenges and unexpected detours. The jagged landscape surrounding the solitary trail evokes the gamut of adversities we may encounter, external difficulties, inner demons, and existential crises that test our resolve and fortitude. Yet the road persists, reminding us that the journey itself is the great imitation of the soul, or initiation of the soul. When this card appears, we may find ourselves in the midst of particularly arduous passage, one where the path ahead appears fraught with hardship, the terrain feels inhospitable, and our goals seem distant. The road encourages us to build our capacities for endurance, self-reliance, and adaptability in the face of these trials. It reveals the most catalyzing growth often emerges after having to traverse the rockiest, most unforgiving landscapes. All right, so some of you, what could be blocking you is something is kind of uncertain, something you're having to face something and it's really difficult. There's a lot of hardships. The path is winding. You might not know where it's going. All right. There could be a lot of external difficulties. You're facing your inner demons, and there's things that are like not within your control. So something might not be all with, something might be out of your hands. So I feel like if you keep going at it and you just keep making headway and you keep facing these challenges, take things just one step at a time. If you encounter a problem, face it, and then, or possibly you can kind of traverse the obstacle and not have to deal with it. Possibly. So if you can do that, that would be a best way to handle it. I feel like a lot of you, you're on the journey. You're going, and sometimes you're going to have to face things head on, and that could be blocking you. So maybe some of you don't want to face something. You don't want, possibly you're having like things that you've encountered. So maybe what could be blocking you is you need to go ahead and face things that maybe you've been not wanting to deal with. And go ahead and try to work through it. And that way you can overcome and be able to move forward. Now, what's supporting you is your intuition and your circle of care. So use your third eye to your advantage. Trust your inner guidance and make confident decisions. Your intuition, sometimes it whispers, sometimes it's loud, but it's always there. Your higher self, your intuition, sometimes we don't want to listen to it, but it's supporting you along with the people in your life that really have your back. Grow with the support of love and compassion, connecting to the strength of others. There's strength that you have. So lean on these two things. It's really what's supporting you. Your guidance is the aftermath, number 21. Now this shows a girl kind of basking in the glory of the situation and really enjoying what has come out of their hard work. So your guidance is really to reflect on how far you've come thus with the situation and how far you have come, and possibly you didn't let things block you or get in your way. It speaks to the profound process of cementing our growth from life's most transformative journeys. When this card emerges, we may find ourselves in the afterglow of an epic defining life passage that has stretched our realities and excavated new layers of our elemental truths. The aftermath reminds us that beyond the quest's dramatic crescendos and descents, there is an homecoming to our most abiding roots, a chance to lovingly achieve our expanse into a richer, more resilient embodiment of our identity. All right, so your guidance is to remember how resilient you are, that really get down to the basics and to your roots. Really create within yourself a good foundation. That is really going to help you moving forward. This card ultimately tells us to steep ourselves in life's richest rewards, not just external accomplishments, but an integration of the intangible assets of who we've indelibly become. It is our victory lap and breath between cycles where we rejoice in how far we've traversed to arrive at this decisive whole embodiment we now inhabit. So remember how far you've come. You have come so far. Don't forget how you have transformed and possibly you have grown. Really remember what you have accomplished thus far is your guidance. So don't look at your weaknesses, look at your accomplishments. Focus on how far you've come and what you have achieved thus far in your life. That's really going to help you, and it's going to help your outlook when you think about how strong you are and who you are as a person. You're not just your external self. You are like who you are on the inside. Remember to think about that and the aftermath of how far you've come. What's upcoming for you is caution. So upcoming, move with caution. Protect yourself. Especially protect your heart. I see how her arms are crossed over her chest. So protect your heart. And because, there's people out there that don't have the best of attention. Their intentions, if I can talk, are not the best. So just be cautious with your movements upcoming, is what I'm getting. I do have a poem for you guys. It says, when you feel weak, seek some rest. When you feel unsure, understanding comes with reevaluation. When you feel angry, know that it will pass. Try to step away and find the peace and resolution. When you feel all alone, remember that can't be, for you are divine and always have divine support. So the angels want to tell you this, Aries. I channeled this. This might resonate with you and it might not. If it doesn't, that's okay. Time has shown you that it can be unforgiving, but time will keep moving forward. Your false twin flame isn't at peace, and they have evil attachments. They are possessed. Because they are a warlock, they claim to be spiritual, but that's not the case. They did spell work on you, but I sent it back because I am protecting you from them. They learned spell work because of their addiction to sex. They got introduced to a sex coven through a polyamorous couple them and their ex were sleeping with. This couple made introductions for them to the coven, and they became members, and that's when things really took a turn in their life. They became hooked on magic and sex magic. Sex magic became their new toy, and they performed sex rituals, sex magic, and sex seances. They have gone into sexual trances and have sexual orgies with the coven. They go to poly parties and have participated in underground BDSM and love it. They love sexual fantasies and sexual games. Sex is their favorite drug, but not their only drug of choice. They use a lot of drugs. The people around them are lowlives. This coven isn't high class. This coven is just a bunch of criminals who practice magic and screw each other. They aren't powerful. They are low vibrational trash. This is their debauched existence, and it's truly appalling. This is quite interesting. So for some of you, this might not resonate because this is quite out there, but maybe it's not as out there as we may realize. I don't know. I guess this false twin flame is in a sex coven, but this sex coven is just a bunch of losers, it sounds like to me, who are criminals and just like to play around and screw each other and play with magic is what I'm getting. But it's interesting. That was an interesting one, I gotta say. All right, so let's go ahead and find out what's going on with the person on your mind. Oh my. Okay. We've got the World. So you could have closed a cycle with this person, the person on your mind, or they could be traveling, or they're closing some type of cycle in their life, possibly with something else. We've got a Three of Cups. So maybe the person on your mind is closing a cycle with some type of friendship, is what I'm getting, because I got this too. And they're following their heart into a different direction. Or maybe they're closing a cycle with a third-party connection. I feel like possibly the person on your mind has ended some type of friendship. Maybe some of their friends did them dirty or something along those lines. And now they're moving in a different direction away from some type of friend group, is what I'm getting. We've got a 10 of Wands. So possibly when it comes to this person's feelings, they're weighed down. They could be focusing on work, but how they feel about you could be weighing really heavy on them, and how they behave toward this connection. Clarify the World, please. Oh. The person on your mind could be watching you on the internet. And if you have a platform, then they're watching your channel. So I feel like, and this person is seeing you thrive. They're seeing your success. They're seeing you get attention and praise. So possibly some of you are in the spotlight, and the person on your mind is keeping tabs on you. It could be they're just watching you. They're watching your social media, or if you're an influencer, they're watching that. In some type of way, they're watching you move forward successfully, is what I'm getting. So I feel like a lot of you have really come into your own. You're really progressing. Maybe you're someone who other people look to for guidance in some type of way. Maybe other people look up to you in some type of way because you've accomplished a lot. You've come really far in your life. And this person on your mind knows that about you, that you've come really far. Clarify the Three of Cups. The Lovers. You could have been dealing with a Gemini, or a Gemini. You're thinking of a Gemini. So this could have been a third-party situation. Or currently, the person on your mind, I feel like a lot of you, it's a third-party connection. Or it was in the past. Clarify the Lovers, please. Clarify the Lovers. The King of Cups. So you could have been dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Tell me about the Three of Cups, then. Tell me about the Three of Cups. This connection could have started off as a friendship for some of you, or it currently is a friendship. Well, you know, it's this person could have maybe they made a wrong. This person feels like they feel all alone and they don't know what to do, possibly when it comes to this connection with you. So the person on your mind could be up in the air when it comes to their feelings for you, or not quite sure how to deal with this connection. All right, but they do have feelings for you with the King of Cups, because I feel like this person has a lot of feelings for you. All right, there is love here, but they're not quite sure how to handle this connection. They might be keeping you at a distance. They could be a Virgo, or when it comes to their feelings, they haven't revealed them in some type of way. They're a bit reserved when it comes to their feelings for you. You could have met this person through some type of community connection. Clarify the Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. So when it comes to this person's feelings, something has changed. This has to do with the feelings of their heart. Okay, so something's changed with how this person feels. All right, clarify the Ten of Wands. We've got the King of Swords. So the person on your mind could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So this person could be carrying around a lot of regrets, or a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, because when it comes to y'all's connection, they didn't follow their heart. They made a decision based a head over heart decision, is what I'm getting. And now they have to live with that decision. So they're living with a decision and it weighs heavy on them. Maybe they're focused on their work. Maybe they try to bury themselves in work to try to forget you in some type of way. But something is weighing on this person. Clarify the Six of Wands, the Fool. So I feel like the person on your mind is seeing you. They're seeing you accomplish a lot and move toward a path of victory, because you're taking a leap into an unknown territory here. So a lot of you are taking some type of risk, and it could be with your work or something along those lines. You're accomplishing something, and this person is seeing you. They're watching your new beginning, is what I'm getting. So the person on your mind could be watching you advance into some type of new beginning. All right, you're seizing some type of opportunity, and it's going to pay off for you, is what I'm getting. Some type of opportunity is going to pay off for you. Okay. What is the world? What is the world? The Two of Cups. So possibly a lot of you closed a cycle with somebody, with a connection. And Spirit is saying that that was an accomplishment, a job well done. That when you closed out a cycle with somebody, when you closed out this cycle, possibly you were able to move towards something better for you, is what I'm getting. All right, let's clarify the King of Cups. The Nine of Cups. So when it comes to their emotions and how they feel, the person on your mind now knows what they want. Possibly they let their friends or other people come in between you two in the past. And maybe they were distant with you because of some other connection they had. They possibly had a choice between you and someone else, and maybe they didn't know what to do with y'all's connection. But now they figured out how they feel about you. And now, okay, clarify the Nine of Cups. The Magician. So they could be manifesting you. This person wants to manifest your connection. They want to take action towards you. Clarify the Magician. They want to express their feelings. Yeah, they feel like you two are a match. They want to tell you. Okay, clarify the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. You are this person's emotional match. And their feelings for you, if you have feelings of love for this person, they do too. This person has a lot of feelings for you. I feel like they're in love with you. Okay, the Tower. Maybe the fact, okay. Maybe the fact that you've taken back your power over this connection and you've transformed is creating a tower in this person's life. What's the Tower? What's the Tower? The Tower could be that you made the decision to end things with this person. And you took back your self-confidence and you gained some clarity about your feelings. So a lot of you possibly had an epiphany about this person that you were dealing with, and you decided to end things with them. And that created a tower in your life because you changed directions. So a lot of you changed directions when it came to your feelings. But this person, tell me more about the Magician. Tell me more about the Magician. Oh. This person had somebody else that tricked them into thinking that they wanted them over you. Somebody tricked this person emotionally. They were emotionally tricked into, okay, it was like this. And it could have been through magic. Somebody, okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, this was a third-party connection. There was you and someone else, and this person had feelings for you and another person. So this person could have not known what to do when it came to your connection. They were up in the air when it came to their emotions because they had feelings for you and someone else. Now, what happened was this Queen of Wands was able to get what they wanted out of your person emotionally. And they could have done it through spell work. But they were able to get what they wanted. Okay. All right? And because they got what they wanted, it created a tower in y'all's connection. So, and you or the person on your mind made the decision to end things. It could have been mutual. You both could have decided to end things. But I feel like somebody came in between you too. And possibly they performed spell work. Or a spell can also be that they lied. All right? Manipulated, tricked your person through some type of deception. And that's a form of spell work. When we lie, we're casting a spell over another person. So they were able to transform how this person felt about you is what I'm getting. All right? Through some type of manipulation. Okay. Because when I'm getting these two cards tell me that this person is a manipulator. All right? To get what they want, they'll do whatever it takes. All right? And they're very confident. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. Tell me. All right? They were very concerned with their stability. And they possibly got your person to commit to them. Is what I'm getting. All right? And maybe these two have children together or something along those lines. They could. But I feel like this person was able to get what they wanted. Okay? And they possibly got your person to commit. But they were very concerned. It had to do with money. All right? This Queen of Wands was out for their long-term success. And they were going to do whatever it took to win over your person is what I'm getting. And this created a tower in y'all's connection. All right? Because your person had clouded judgment. They were, well, tell me about the two, possibly in denial. Clarify the Two of Swords. About who they were actually dealing with. Okay. They were in denial because it had to do with money and stability. So their choices were based more on material. It was material reasons possibly that broke you two up. This person was concerned with money and their stability. And that's possibly why they made the decision to end things with you. It was more a financial constraints that got in the way of you two. But this person has feelings for you. Is what... this person definitely has feelings for you. And they had to make a choice about what it is they want. Well, somebody got in their head and influenced them to make a choice that was in their favor. Because they were concerned with their financial stability. All right? So this Queen of Wands could have got your person to marry them for material reasons, is what I'm getting with the Ten of Swords. It was all about material concerns. And love took a back seat to the situation. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. But something's changed with your person. Okay, something financial, some type of financial change. Some type of financial change has happened. Okay, clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this change has made this person realize something. Okay. So I feel like they did what they did when it came to your connection based on money. I feel like this Queen of Wands promised them money and stability. They promised them a lot, and I don't think they delivered. I do think that they made out like they were better than you in some type of way. this Queen of Wands. And they were more capable than you. They could create a better life for your person. That they really played themselves up. They really spoke highly of themselves, this Queen of Wands. Like they were capable of so many great things, is what I'm getting. Clarify the Hangman. The person on your mind could be a Pisces. They have new perspective when it comes to what they committed themselves to. So I feel like this Queen of Wands could have got your person to commit to them. And it had to do with money. It was a money thing. It was more about money. Okay. Clarify the Hierophant. This person now knows what they want. They have new perspective about what it is that they truly want. Okay. What does this person want? Clarify the Ace of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. They want you is what. They want to make things right with you. They possibly have something to offer you, but it might not be. There might be something off about what they want to offer you because they're coming out in the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Okay. I feel like this person's going to make you an offer, but there's something not right about this offer because they're still tied to something. They're still. Clarify the Eight of Swords. But they're going to try to get what they want you. So they're determined to possibly break free from something that's been limiting them. They want to break free from some type of self-limiting belief system. Okay, what is the Page of Cups? What is the Page of Cups? The Devil. They do have a dirty offer for you. It's a dirty offer. Okay, the person on your mind is going to make you some type of dirty offer. And I feel like the reason why it's dirty is they're still in some type of commitment. They still are tied to something else. But they're not going to tell you about that. They possibly are going to lie because they really, really want you. This person is determined to have you. But they have feelings for you. And their feelings, I feel, have deepened for you. Now, I feel like because they're not happy in their current connection. They didn't get what they wanted out of that connection. Whatever was promised to them did not appear in their life. All right? And so they're clarify the Ace of Wands more. Clarify the Ace of Wands. So they want some type of passionate new beginning with you, but they can't truly give you what you want, but they know what they want. So they're being selfish. They want you, but I don't think they can give you what you actually want. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Okay. They want to take swift action towards you. All right. So possibly you're going to get some type of communication from this person, but they can't give you what you want. So that's why this is a dirty offer. There's something that they can't give you, and they know they can't give this to you. All right. With the Eight of Swords, there's something not. Okay. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. They can't live up to your expectations in some type of way, and they know it. Clarify the Knight of Swords. But they really want you because they know that you're the whole package. They know that you're worth fighting for. This person knows that you're worth fighting for. You're worth making sacrifices for, but they're still... Why is this person in the Eight of Swords? Why is this person in the Eight of Swords? Please. Because they like choices. This person possibly has a wandering eye, is what I'm getting. They could be always looking over their shoulder. Okay. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're always trying to escape. This person likes their fantasies. I feel like this person has a wandering eye, and that's why this is a dirty offer. All right? And they possibly cast illusions to get what they want. And they don't really know what they want. They're not ever settled or happy with what they have. They're always thinking that they could have more, is what I'm getting. They're an opportunist. Clarify the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords. All right, I feel like this person on your mind is weighed down heavy with a decision they made. They thought that they were being practical when they made this decision, and it has to do with this Queen of Pentacles. But this Queen of Pentacles is a burden to the person on your mind. They're not an asset. They're like dead weight. This King of Swords feels like this Queen of Pentacles is dead weight that they have to carry around. So I feel like they could be in some type of commitment with this Queen of Pentacles, but these two do not see eye to eye. You see how they're coming out as a King of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles? So these two people are on two different pages when it comes to their outlook and what they see for themselves. This person is more logical, and this person is more like concerned with their financial. I feel like, so this person could make decisions. Well, let's see. What kind of tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. There's some type of betrayal. This Queen of Pentacles, there's some type of painful ending between these two. So I feel like this king could have told this Queen of Pentacles that it's over. All right? That that's what I'm getting. Okay, clarify the Ten of Swords. So this Queen of Pentacles is trying to work through this painful ending. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. All right, they're trying to overcome obstacles. They're trying to work through. Clarify strength. Clarify the Seven of Wands. I think, all right. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles doesn't want things to be over. And they're trying to persuade your person. They're trying to persuade your person to work things out. I think that's what I'm getting. So they're having a conversation with the person on your mind, and they're trying to work things out. They don't want things to be over. What? Clarify the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Moon. Yeah, this person doesn't want to be single. They have a lot of fears when it comes to them having to be single. They don't want to be fears. They don't want to be single. It's freaking them out, the very thought of having to be single. All right? They're experiencing a lot of anxiety. So I feel like they're begging your person to work things out with them. But tell me about the Moon more. Yeah, they're promising them things, I feel like. This Queen of Swords is promising your person opportunities. They're promising them that they can deliver, that they will, that I feel like they're promising them that they can, like, really own up to things more and hold their own weight. So, because they haven't been contributing to the relationship like this King of Swords would like them to do. They haven't been pulling their weight. But now they're promising this King of Swords that they're going to start pulling their weight. Maybe they have some type of offer or something in the works. They're promising them. Okay, clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah. And they're going to work on this. All right? They have something that they're going, with the help of other people. Clarify the Three of Swords. They're promising them that they're going to manifest something. All right? And it's going to lead to abundance. So with the help of other people, they're going to be able to work together to find some type of alignment when it comes to some type of financial opportunity. So I feel like this Queen of Swords is promising your person money. Promising them that they can work things out financially, and there's some type of financial reward that's in the works for them. Okay, and they're going to really put in the work when it comes to their job. Okay, they're going to be able to overcome. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, they've been thinking about how to work things out with your person. So I feel like your person has ended things with someone, but they're trying to get them back, and possibly they're using other people to try to help them get them back. Promising them money, and that they can, they're using like other people in their family and their friends to try to get this person back, is what I'm getting. Clarify the Fool. All right. We've got the Two of Wands. Clarify the Two of Wands. The Chariot. Clarify the Chariot. Clarify the Chariot. The King of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. Clarify the King of Wands. The Past. Clarify the Six of Cups. All right. I feel like the person on your mind is seeing you really advance in life. All right. And you have really discovered something about yourself, and you're moving forward. You have a goal for yourself, and you're moving forward. You're determined. Is what I'm getting. You're determined. And I feel like they're seeing that you've overcome the past and you've worked through it. And you're out here succeeding. Okay. And possibly you're in the spotlight with the star. So I feel like a lot of you could be in some type of spotlight. Okay. Clarify the Six of Cups. I feel like this person's missing you. Okay, there's something. Okay, clarify the Six of Pentacles. The Emperor. I feel like a lot of you have bossed up. This person does think that you two are. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor. Okay. I feel like this person is experiencing some type of financial loss while you're out here thriving. So a lot of you are thriving, and possibly you're receiving some type of recognition in your work or online, and you have taken a leap. You have taken some type of calculated risk, and you are moving forward in the right direction. And I feel like you've overcome the past. All right, in this situation. And then this person on your mind who possibly abandoned y'all's connection is experiencing some type of financial problem. And it has to do, I do feel like this person thinks that you two have unfinished business, possibly. I do think that, yeah. All right, and they're going to try to come back around is what I'm getting. So I do feel like this person's going to try to make you some type of offer. Promise, all right? And they committed themselves to something and it hasn't worked out for them. They're not happy with their decisions, but whatever but I don't feel like they're completely ended this connection that they're in. This person is still in their energy and they're still trying to get them back or work things out with them. And possibly these two have children together. Something along those lines, because they're in the Eight of Swords. But this person likes to escape their responsibilities. And promise people, and they take opportunities. All right, and I feel like they run from this connection that they're in. I feel like, all right. And I feel like this person wants to move in your direction as a form of escapism, but they're still tied down to somebody. They still have responsibilities towards somebody. So I feel like possibly this person will try to work things out with you and mend things with you, but I feel like they're unreliable is what I'm getting. You can't trust this person. You can't trust them. But they do like control. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is a trickster, and they like to come and go out of people's lives is what I'm getting. So this person it will betray you ultimately is what I'm getting. They're going to try to make you some type of offer, but it's dirty because this person is untrustworthy. All right? They like to betray people. They like to use people. and then they move on after they get what they want out of them. So I feel like for a lot of you, they're a taker. They take from people and they use them, and then they move on. All right? So they could ghost, they could have a pattern of ghosting people. All right? And then once they've used them, they lose them. So I wouldn't trust this person. All right? But I feel like a lot of you are moving in the right direction. And because you closed the cycle with this person is what I'm getting. All right? And you've taken back, you're standing in your masculine energy is what I'm getting. But you have both. But since Spirit is saying because you moved away from this person with the Chariot, that was you taking back your power. All right? And so I think you did the right thing. And possibly you gave to yourself and was able to work through this situation. Okay, I think that's the reading. And things will be made right for you. Let's see what's upcoming for you. We've got a Queen of Pentacles. We've got an Eight of Swords. We've got a Four of Cups. We've got the High Priestess. Okay. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Strength. Clarify strength. You could meet an earth sign upcoming, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or a Leo, or a Pisces, or a Cancer. Clarify strength. All right. So a lot of you are working on yourself. You're healing. You're being practical. You're maintaining your stability. All right. And you have really come into your own. You've realized how strong you are. And you're using that strength to move you toward what you really want for yourself. You're moving in the direction of your dreams. So a lot of you are working toward harmony and contentment and emotional stability upcoming. So maybe you're just focused on, you could be a parent and you're focused on your children upcoming. And on your family connections. Clarify the Eight of Swords. We've got the Magician. So some of you are going to be able to free yourself upcoming from self-limiting beliefs. You're going to be able to release them. So if you feel mentally trapped right now, I feel like upcoming you're going to be able to get out of this self-imposed entrapment. Because for some of you, it's just in your head and it's restricting you. Clarify the Magician. Yeah, and once you free yourself from anything that's been limiting you, but it's more mental, then you're going to find the positivity. So some of you currently could be kind of in a negative mindset. But I feel like Spirit is saying you have the ability, you have all the power, you can create for you. Don't limit yourself upcoming. Don't tell yourself negative things upcoming. That's just going to restrict you and make you feel powerless when actually you're very powerful. Okay? There's a lot of positivity and light within you. Don't forget that you are pure magic and you can triumph as long as your outlook is positive. You're going to be successful upcoming is what I'm getting. Okay? There's success for you and you can manifest it upcoming by your choices and by your mindset. Don't limit yourself. Clarify the Four of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. All right. I feel like for a lot of you, somebody feels like they missed their chance with you. They should have took the chance when they had it. They should have expressed themselves better. They should have taken inspired action towards you. They have a lot of passion. They have a lot of feelings for you. But possibly they abandoned this connection. For whatever reason they did. Possibly because this person's immature. Well, they're not happy with how... They're not happy that they abandoned this connection. Or that this connection was severed. Alright? And they could be an Aries. So I feel like this person is going to try to make things right with you upcoming. Clarify the Emperor. Yeah, okay. This Emperor is going to tell you the truth upcoming about how they feel. So somebody is going to tell you the truth. They're going to own up to, they have some type of confession for you upcoming. And it could be a masculine energy, or that just means they're going to take responsibility for their choices and actions. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Okay, they might tell you the truth about their financial status or what they want for the long term. Or they might tell you the truth about some other commitment that they were involved in when you met, or some type of responsibility they had when you met. They're going to tell you some type of truth when it comes to their family life, their family, their security, something to do with their foundation. Okay. Clarify the High Priestess. The Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Clarify Judgment. All right. I feel like Spirit is saying upcoming, a lot of you should trust your intuition when it comes to love. Okay, and your emotions. Trust your spirituality and the knowledge you've gained and make a judgment call when it comes to love. And a lot of you upcoming, I feel, are going to close out a cycle. Possibly some type of love cycle. So some of you are going to end something upcoming. But I feel like there's something new in the works for you upcoming. There's some type of new love for you. It's in the cards. After you end something new is coming your way. Clarify the Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah. There's it could be a water sign. But it doesn't have to be. But your self-love is going to attract in something. You could meet a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I feel like people could be jealous and envious of some type of new... There's some type of new love headed your way, is what I'm getting. Okay, and this could leave people feeling jealous and defeated by this new... Clarify the Five of Swords. Yeah, because you're going to enter some type of stable connection, and people are going to be jealous about your stability or the fact that they held back from you and they didn't give to you. They're going to feel like they shouldn't have held back, is what I'm getting. So I feel like a lot of you are going to meet someone new upcoming after you close a cycle from your past. And this person's going to be jealous with something new that comes your way when it comes to love. And they're jealous that you're possibly independent. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Yeah, because you're very hard worker, determined, and your efforts are going to pay off upcoming. All right? Whatever you're working on, I feel like it's going to pan out for you, and this person on your mind is going to be in regret. There's going to be people in regret with how they treated you and the fact that they ended things with you, possibly because of someone else that got in between you two. But I feel like a lot of people are not going to be happy the fact that you're going to move forward upcoming. And I feel like you have wish fulfillment upcoming for you. That's on the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Cups. So something you wanted is going to is going to be upcoming. Some type of wish. You're going to get what you want upcoming. All right, I feel like that's the reading. Oh, I ran long. Okay. Well, what's new? I ran long. Like a phoenix, I burn, I rise, and I take on the world. I'm not bossy. I am the effing boss. Learn the difference. I feel like the person on your mind is seeing a whole different side of you. And I feel like it really is making them rethink things. That's why they're in the Four of Cups. Because you have really moved in a new direction. And this person is like, they're really like, possibly a lot of you have really bossed up, and I feel like that's the case. You're in the Six of Wands. This person is watching you thrive. They're watching you be confident. They're watching your success. All right? And they're realizing that they let go of something that was an asset. And I feel like they're with somebody who is not an asset. But this person likes to say that their things are going to change. Is what I'm getting. All right, so you are the boss and you are thriving. Continue to thrive. Success is your journey, and success is coming your way. You own success. You and success are intertwined. That can be what you tell yourself. All right? Because you take on the world and you make things happen. So you are making things happen for yourself, Aries. Continue to do that. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't mind, please like and subscribe. Have a great day.